What's good, YouTube? The UDS has concluded, and the dust has settled as over 200 players from an invitational tournament have settled their cards, and your new reigning, defending, undisputed heavyweight Yu-Gi-Oh! Champion of the world, who ironically missed out on World's 3rd place in that point system, was Jeff Jones. But it looks like he's getting his just desserts and eating them too, as he now becomes the UDS champion. This is huge for him. If you missed out on my video about exactly what the UDS does for somebody, let me sum it up for you. He's getting a lifetime free entry to Konami Regionals and YCSs. That's right, a lifetime of that. Is that not one of the most insane things ever? Unfortunately, you're not going to get that feeling ever again, Jeff, of opening 5 packs before a YCS or regional, unless you want to hand them 20 bucks. 2 buys at every single YCS. That's right. Every YCS for life, as long as the UDS program exists, Jeff will be in the VIP area chilling, just straight kicking back. Isn't that insane? Well, for American events. If he chooses to go to Europe, unfortunately, this won't work. It's North and South American events. This will not apply. Europe has the LLDS. But basically, there's just so many perks to what he's won here. He also gets free flight and hotel to the next one in order to defend his title. Look at this. The championship belt, travel and accommodation to the winner of the next season. To defend, he gets an ultra rare prize card, but it's Dark End Dragon. Unfortunately, that's only 200 to 300 bucks. He also got the invitational game mat, the top cut Exodia mat. How crazy is that? Say goodbye to Exodia. Well, say hello to Exodia. And then he's automatically got the points to enter the next one, as well as a winner pin, which he'll be using until like he has the belt permanently to be able to enter. It is really, really cool. Man, now let's talk about this top 8 here. The top 8 had Jeff Jones playing Pendulum Magicians versus Taylor Mock, who played Pendulum Magicians. There's 5 Pendulum Magicians in the top 8, including Asala. So look at how jam-packed this field is of names. Asala was playing Pendulum Magicians as well. So it looks like a lot of the duelists tended to go with that. But a Trickstar made it to our top 8. I'm not going to murder your name. I'm not going to murder your name, I promise. We'll just leave you at that, the Trickstar player. We have Richard Waddle with Pendulum Magicians in the mirror match versus Jeremy Mitchell. And then Calvin DeHaan, the man you might have expected to walk out of top 8. If you don't know Calvin, he's literally a wrestling persona. That's what he does. Like, if you've ever seen adverse things from Calvin on YouTube, on how he acts, he's literally putting on a wrestling persona. He is a heel, and he played the heels deck, ABC, as easy as 1, 2, 3, and he beat Jacob Silverman in the top 8 to advance to top 4. Man, I'm sorry, but because it was a wrestling themed event, I was rooting for Calvin. I'm sure Cap G is just crushing right now. He is amazingly just like overwhelmed by what has happened here on his what the heck happened. It's coming. What the heck happened at the UDS? Oh, that video is coming. But definitely the representation is insane. But look at this. We have found the Ultimate Duelist. Michigan's Jeff Jones bested the competition at the Ultimate Duelist Series Invitational Summer 2017. Oh, this is insane. So, if you want his deck profile, I'm pretty sure it's going to be up here on Voltage Games. That's where they've been putting deck profiles that are important to them. So, I'm going to link the Voltage Facebook down below on this. But Voltage has been really keeping up with the updates lately. And Max told me that they plan to do a special one together. And talking about Max, I'm sorry, buddy. You came so close, but at least Jeff didn't have to step over you to do this one. I believe Max got 9th place, and I'll link this coverage down below too, but I'm linking Voltage first. Gotta give props to the OTS that Jeff Jones helps own and run with Alex Van Sant. But let's go ahead and go through here and find... Yeah, the standings after round 12. Let's see what monsters were left. So it cuts to top 32 at a UDS. If you didn't know, they have 4 more rounds of Swiss, and then they cut to top 8 for single elimination. And Jeff was first in Swiss as well. What a titan. But look at this. We come down here. Barrett Keys, the king of Necros format, hung in there, didn't make it. If you don't know, he was in 4 finals. 4 finals in Necros format and won 2 of them. He is the undisputed king of Necros format. Usually, you have someone at your locals that says, oh, I was the best Necros player there was. I'm sorry, Barrett definitely owns that title. The no longer reigning, no longer defending champion, but still gets his belt and his lifetime supply of 2 YCS buys, free entry to YCSs and regionals, Aaron Furman. We've got Patrick James of Team Jobber up in here. That's pretty cool. Who else do we got? Elvis Vu, YCS champion with ABC. I wonder if he went back to the deck. If that's what he was playing. Who knows? Elvis, definitely a pleasure in the Zodiac tournaments all the time. A really funny guy, a really genuine duelist. Looks like he was the highest ranked out of the 24-point bracket. We keep moving up. Max Reynolds in 9th. This is what I was talking about. Max in 9th place. I'm sorry if you're watching this, Max. But I think you can do nothing but celebrate right now. Your boyfriend is the reigning, defending, undisputed UDS champion, will be flown back out to defend his belt. The pricing's insane. The pricing is so insane. And we'll talk about that a bit more too. I made a whole video on the UDS and how much it means. I think a lot more people are going to be paying attention to UDS with who the champion is. So let's go through and actually talk about the UDS and what it means. These playmats, it's an Exodia playmat. Actually, we can go to Jeff's, his Facebook page is public. This is not doxing him. Jeff's definitely one of the most well-known duelists, I think, in our community. Argued to be the top revolving 3 around Billy and Hoban. And this definitely puts another notch back into the conversation for him being there. People sleep on Hoban. Hoban topped nationals. Like, he topped 32 nats. Do people not realize what's been going on? The big 3 are still there. I'm going to let that Facebook page load for a bit, because he posted the Exodia mat, which is also, I heard, helped out by Gym Playmats. A's. Gotta shout out the sponsors always. But, yeah, congrats from Julia. Can't believe I won. We've got the crazy stuff. Finals, top 4. If you were part of his Facebook, he was updating all day long. It was crazy. And, well, I really want to get you guys that picture of that Exodia mat. Hey, there's DZeef. But I really want to get you guys the picture of the Exodia mat, if you all haven't seen it. We have Dark Ends to the whole top 8 and that playmat to the whole top 8. And the playmat typically goes for a minimum of 500. They increase the amount given. If attendance says 257 to 512 duels, ranked 9th through 16th will also get the mat. I don't know if it made it that far. I heard it was over 200 duels, but I'm not 100% sure. Ah, here we are. Look at that. That is one of the only Konami cloth mats. I believe this, along with the Blue Eyes alternative and then the first UDS mats, are the only cloth mats, and this one was helped out by Gym Playmats. And it's obvious Jeff is loving this one. But it's definitely just completely insane, the pricing for this. It's the biggest prize. It's bigger than a YCS. Undoubtedly, the pricing is bigger than a YCS, and thus, in my opinion, means more. The concentrated amount of players at a UDS, it's really hard to win. You saw that top 8. You saw the, not exactly the top 32, but the top 26 that stayed in until the end there. This is just so crazy. And the side events, by the way. I know Hunter Lloyd, our duelist extraordinaire from the Zodiac tournament, was grinding the side events all weekend. Attack of the Giant card. Attack of the Giant card. 2 giant cards were at these events. You know those go for like 500 to 700 depending on the card? Even the like bum ones, they go for 450. Generation duels, those are some of the most insane playmats. Everything was just perfect. Now let's talk about the top 8 results and what it means for our meta. I think a lot of people are going to be switching to Pendulum Magicians. Jeff Jones is a big name. A lot of people are going to follow in his footsteps and try out what he tried. So expect to see this on Dueling Book. Expect to see this pretty much everywhere, especially with how dominant it was at this event. This shows consistency. This was, what was it, like 12 rounds of Swiss, cut to top 8? It's insanity. It's actually just one of the most grueling tournaments there is. It's 8 rounds, cut to top 32. 4 more rounds, cut to top 8. Ugh. And Pendulum Magicians obviously came out on top. I'm actually surprised this Trickstar player made it in here. I thought it was more of a one-trick pony, as a lot of people dubbed the deck. But obviously, we should look forward to his profile as well. I'm going to murder your name. I'm sorry. Kesaban. Hopefully I didn't murder it. Kesavan definitely surprised me here. Being up here with his Trickstars. I did not think through such a grueling tournament that maybe it could do it at regionals. But it did it here at one of the biggest, most grueling tournaments. A True Draco, I think that was no surprise. That's kind of the deck to beat. But the new deck to beat now is definitely Pendulum Magicians. It's just 5 out of 8 slots, boys. Over half. And then each other deck was different. I want to really see Calvin to Han's profile. I can't wait for it, too, because ABC, to me, like, the more I tested, the least consistent it seemed, but it's here in the top 4. I felt like if you don't open Hanger, it still had its same old problems, but Calvin obviously made it work. He even reported that he lost his dice roll in the top 8. So, there you have it, boys. First in Swiss, you're reigning, defending, undisputed UDS champion of the world, Jeff Jones. I'll link the coverage down below. You can check it out. And I actually do want to do one more thing here. I want to scroll through and see if I can't find what the Giant card looks like. Giant card tournament prizes. Oh, Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight, and the Chimera Tech. Okay, those were pretty sweet. Those were really nice. Whoever got this, they probably have about a $1,000 card. That's going to sell for insanity. So, thanks for watching. That's pretty much what happened at the typical Mega Capital G video. But that's definitely what happened at the UDS. It's just crazy that Jeff took it down. I am pretty happy with that.